the first thing that you're describing is the awareness of emotions as not being a threat.
Mm.
I have an emotion. The emotion is not a threat. Even unpleasant emotions are not threats. They're just emotions. What I am doing and what you have done and we all have done is we have overlaid on top of that uncomfortable feeling a meaning making map that we have just assumed is accurate and true. And then we predict tomorrow as being a very threatening environment. And it's not based on evidence, it's based on projections.
What's the first step to besides understanding some of these things, which I know we don't really fully understand them, but walking with Jesus has where he's taught me some of these things.
Yes.
I've even asked him to partner with any counseling that I do
Yeah.
or any if I do EMDR,
Yes.
which I don't even know what that I forget what that stands for.
Yes. I
It's a
desensitization, reprocessing. It just left me.
something
But
like
yeah.
that. But it's a real place I feel like did with a Christian counselor and inviting the Lord to get you down into the basic errors that are stored in your perceptions. It's a good place to ask him to partner with you in that and bring up
I'd
the
love
things that you need to see. But as I'm doing that, that's awareness.
it.
But one of the big things that has been challenging to me is not carrying other people's emotions or not letting what they're doing become the thing because what they're doing is not causing the emotion, right? From
Right.
what you said, the emotion's coming from out of here and how I read what is happening
Yes.
or I marry what they think has
Yes.
to be married to what I think.
Yes.
Can you is that a good place to step into a little bit to help us begin to exercise the experience managing
Right.
that emotional place?
Well, I think you're describing emotions that happen in relationships. And when we're in relationships with a person who is projecting high intensity emotion, we have a tendency to adapt based on we don't know where our emotions begin and where their emotions begin and end. We think that if you have emotion, I have to have and mirror and adapt to your emotions. But fundamentally, what I'm doing to stay healthy is I recognize that the other person's emotions are something that I can acknowledge, I can be aware of. I know what they are experiencing by their words, their facial expressions, their tone of voice. I can tell that they are in a dysregulated state. If I'm able to do what we call be self differentiated, I'm able to recognize that it is your emotions that you're feeling. I do not own, nor am I responsible for your emotions, even when the other person is trying to get me to own their emotions, that I'm the cause. I'm the cause of their emotions. So, what I'm able to do is recognize in self differentiation, I'm so individuated. I know that you're having an emotional experience. I'm not. You think I've caused the stimulation in you, but I'm aware that that could be true, that something I said or did. However, I'm not going to take ownership of your emotions.